Extremely. It's an adverb which is used as a way to emphasize the meaning of a verb or an adjective. She's extremely beautiful. Illness, a disease of the body or mind. He died at home after a long illness. Pick something. When you pick a flower or a fruit, you take them off the plant or tree. They were picking strawberries for 12 hours a day. Unripe, of food or crop, not yet ready to be eaten or collected, not yet ripe. Here are some ideas of what you can do with unripe green tomatoes. Mad, mentally ill or unable to behave in a reasonable way. I think I must be going mad. Take a nap, to sleep for only 15 minutes after working or studying. I'm tired now. I need to take a nap right away. Jewelry, decorative objects worn on your clothes or body that are usually made from valuable metal such as gold, silver, and precious stones. I buy a diamond necklace at the jewelry store. Diamond, extremely hard precious stone that is used in jewelry. It is a beautiful diamond necklace. Get out of, to stop doing an activity or to leave somewhere. Get out of my face. Ride something, to sit on something such as a bicycle, a motorbike, or a horse, and travel along on it, controlling its movements. He is riding a motorbike. Maitland is extremely worried about something's illness. She picks some unripe bananas in the garden and brings them to something. Then she catches a bus to the hospital. She takes a nap on the bus, and at the same time, her bananas are stolen. After she wakes up, she is very mad. A few minutes later, Mei-won arrives at the hospital and heads to something sick room. She looks at him and starts crying. They hugged each other for an hour. His illness goes away, but he doesn't know why. After getting out of the hospital, something wanted to surprise her with a special gift. So, something rides his dragon to a jewelry store. He chose a very huge diamond ring to win her hand. At that night, something asked Mignon in the garden, "Will you marry me?" She embarrassedly nods her head and shouted, "Yes, I do." Finally, they have a happy life forever. After getting out of the hospital, something will want to surprise her with a special gift. Will something want to surprise her with a special gift? Will something want to scare her with a special gift? What will something want to do with a special gift? So something will ride his dragon to a jewelry store. Will something ride his dragon to a jewelry store? Will something ride his dragon to a grocery store? Who will ride his dragon to a jewelry store? What will something ride to a jewelry store? Where will something ride his dragon to? He will choose a very huge diamond ring to win her hand. Will he choose a very big diamond ring to win her hand? Will he choose a very big diamond necklace to win her hand? Who will choose a very huge diamond ring to win her hand? What will something choose to win her hand? That night, something will ask Mi Huang in the garden, "Will you marry me?" Will something ask Mi Huang, "Will you marry me?" that night? Will Mi Huang ask something, "Will you marry me?" that night? When will something ask Mi Huang, "Will you marry me?" Who will ask Mi Huang, "Will you marry me?" She will embarrassedly nod her head and shout, "Yes, I do." Will she shout, "Yes, I do"? Will something shout, "Yes, I do"? Will she shout, "No, I don't"? Will she nod her head? Finally, they will have a happy life forever. Will they have a happy life forever? Will they have a terrible life forever? Who will have a happy life forever? What will they have forever?
I think you already know that if you want to improve your English speaking skills, you have to practice, right? You have to speak. Studying grammar will never improve your speaking. Listening to English alone will never improve your speaking. You have to actually speak. But what if you don't have someone to talk to in English? How can you practice then? Well, there's a technique that allows you to learn to speak English by yourself. No speaking partner is required. This technique can help improve many aspects of your spoken English, your sentence structure, your grammar, your vocabulary, and most importantly, your ability to express your thoughts and ideas effectively. So what is this technique? Well, here's what it is. Learning to speak English through imitation. When I say imitation, I'm not talking about repeating after native speakers using the exact same words to improve your pronunciation. I'm talking about something a little more advanced than that. Here's how it works. You listen to a conversation, a story, or some kind of speech, and then try to deliver that speech in your own words. Let's see this technique in action.
When I was a child,
When he was a child,
my parents liked to pretend, like many other parents,
his parents liked to pretend like many other parents.
that Santa Claus would bring us presents at Christmas.
His parents liked to pretend that Santa Claus would bring them presents at Christmas.
So when my siblings and I would wake up on Christmas morning,
So when he and his siblings would wake up on Christmas morning,
there would be a bunch of presents from supposedly Santa Claus sitting in front of the fireplace.
there'd be a bunch of presents from supposedly Santa Claus sitting in front of the fireplace. So that's how it works. But that's just one way to do it. There are other ways too. For example, instead of imitating very small portions of speech, like phrases and short sentences, you can imitate larger portions of speech. So in this case, you wait until the speaker completes a thought or an idea, then pause and try to express that idea yourself. Another approach is to simply listen to the whole speech and then try to deliver that entire speech yourself. So there are several ways to go about it, but what I recommend is to combine them all together. And I call this approach easy to hard imitation. Easy to hard imitation is based on the concept of progressive training. The idea is that you start with something easy and then increase the difficulty of the activity, forcing yourself to get better. A number of studies have found this kind of training to be very effective. Here's how you can apply this concept. Start by imitating small portions of speech first, like phrases and short sentences. Then move on to imitating larger portions of speech, like long sentences or even groups of sentences. And finally, try to deliver the entire speech on your own. This technique offers many benefits. You get to listen and imitate correct English, which helps you learn to form sentences properly. You get to learn idioms, expressions, and other speaking patterns that are used in day-to-day conversations. You get to learn grammar. When you imitate other people, you're learning grammar through a process called implicit learning. This is the process where the learning happens without your awareness. This is how babies and children learn the grammar rules of their first language. When you imitate, you don't think about grammar. You're not trying to understand why the present perfect tense is used in this situation or in that situation. Instead, you're focused on communication, on understanding and expressing ideas. You're still learning grammar, but you're not aware that it's happening. This is one of the proper ways to learn grammar. Okay, that concludes this video. To help you get started, I've put together a step-by-step tutorial on this technique. If you're interested, click here to go to that tutorial.